injured after a tragic explosion
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of three at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family, as if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing, but this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations.
Riddler will pay for what he's done. I swear to you, I will make him suffer.
Maybe it's what's called for, given the circumstances. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
God, Bruce. What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into,
I will find out, and I will shout it to the world.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Yeah, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my...
Whoa, whoa. What the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Jeez, Bruce, that's quite a grip. Gonna leave a bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see?
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
How did you get out? Oh my God, did you escape?
Didn't have to. Dr. Leland signed the papers herself. She always had a soft spot for me.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zsasz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
Unerring ability to be exactly who you needed at so many points in your lives.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
You are the best part, Lucius.
Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This here between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot.
Look to your right. All of you
I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys.
are all the comfort
I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone.
If I ever get my hands on him, I will tear him apart.
You don't know how glad that makes me, Bruce. You and me, we've got the same taste in people. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
You mean his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail. Enjoying the view.
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. A construction site at the center of 46th. Abandoned.
Harvey's boys demolished that area, chasing the children of Arkham. There's nothing but a crater there. Not really a place for Riddler to have a hideout.
The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. So stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor.
I don't want Waller involved. You and I can handle Riddler, just like it's always been.
Glad to see we're on the same page. We gotta watch out for her. She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
No one's home.
I kept Waller and her agency people out of the loop on this. It's just the two of us.
We can handle this without her.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn. Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you. Give me a good, honest crack house any day. Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
One of his pupils is fully dilated, the other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt.
one shoe is missing.
The soul of the other one's almost completely melted through.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
No, nothing that would have severed his fingers in there. Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
There are blades inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens. this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky to kill each other.
Mori, he sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Mori for a while now. She must have known.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency issue pistol. That's a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him. The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in. The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Don't worry, Jim. I'm not going to lose this game.
I'm not so sure. But if you say a thing, you usually do it. He's rising, Batman.
Wrong way! That's what that agent did. You gotta crisp up real quick and get a move on.
I can almost make out a message.
I'm not kidding, Batman.
One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. It's still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming.
I'm closing in on you, Riddler. We escaped your twisted puzzle. It's only a matter of time before I find you.
Time is one thing you don't have. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
We'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine.
Save your sob story for jail. I'm not interested.
You think I want sympathy? This is my city. I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move.
You shouldn't have said his name, Riddler. I'll make you pay for what happened to Lucius.
That must be the guilt talking. After all, the poor man's death is on you. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands?
Jim, what you're asking, there's no easy way to talk about it.
Yeah, I gathered that much. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. And as much as I understand your reluctance to talk, it doesn't make me feel any better about this. Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave Scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other.
I still have you. And we still have each other.
I won't always be here, Bruce. I'm sorry. Losing Lucius in such gruesome fashion, it puts me in rather a morbid mood. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty.
Actually, Al, I'm gonna do this part on my own. Why don't you get us some tea while we work?
Well, if you insist, Bruce.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
All right. Now we just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Bruce? Bruce!
The waveforms match.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match. There. I piggybacked on a Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating the launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh? John thinks that Mori can get us Riddler's location.
Do you believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Mori, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
I'll meet with Mori. I'm sure Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him. Waller's people are here, watching Mori. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move. All this attention must be annoying to a man like Mori.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow. No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Mori. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
We have a mutual enemy, Mori. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
You sold the Riddler weapons that killed one of my oldest friends. Lucius's blood is on your hands.
That was never my intent. I'm sorry for your loss.
There's an easy way to make up for it.
I dealt with that maniac, it's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you?
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
I see that you do. He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. He controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison.
I could do that for you.
I knew I could count on your friendship. A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne. Our agency friends will be back any second.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. That lunatic is not to be trifled with. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
Alfred, I've sent you Mori's information. Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is?
A cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.